Mew. Why the fuck's everyone listening to this crap? Why are the only one not falling for it? I was so sure of myself too. Migi. Angie is saying a dead person might really come back. Let's hurry up and ask her. Okay, we just have to talk to Angie to get anywhere. So you believe you can revive the dead, Angie? I don't think the resurrection ritual can really bring the dead back to life. Probably more like returning the dead to us. What do you mean? You know how the bodies of all the victims have been cleaned up? So clean it's like there was never a dead body to begin with, so maybe they were never dead to begin with. They weren't dead? Impossible, we inspected the bodies ourselves. It might have been a very accurate imitation. Imitation. You know, that's actually a really good idea. I think she's on the right trail, weirdly enough. I think she's on the right trail. Monokuma and the Exisals are evidence of ridiculous scientific advancements. It may be possible they can create extremely convincing imitations. If that's what Angie says, I'm starting to plainly agree. Again, I think this is... my guess right now is that this is an extremely advanced version of the simulation where your brain is not destroyed when you die. Because that wasn't even supposed to be a feature to begin with. So either... They might also just be replicating your brain from your actual body and putting it in here to see what happens. Like, there's so many possibilities, because the world is probably not real. There's so many options. Like, I would 100% go for this resurrection ritual, but I know I have too much meta knowledge, right? Our characters basically don't know anything before like they entered high school, and I've like played several games of this, so I'm guessing that's what's happening. I'm starting to plainly agree. Alright. I've always supported Angie. Thank you, everyone. But no, wait a minute. I saw them with my own eyes. Don't raise your voice to Angie, you rude degenerate. Don't you want them to be alive, Shuichi? You don't want the dead to be alive? I do. I wish they were still alive, even now. No matter how much we want that. Wait. If everyone alive, that means they're somewhere in school, right? Maybe one of them write message in courtyard? A message in the courtyard? Ooh, now Gonta's got something for us. You know about the letters written in the courtyard, right, Gonta? It's sort of different now. On way here, Gonta goes see writing in courtyard. More writing? Yeah, it previously said horse. This time they added... Okay, let's think of what this says. The worst... This is probably going to say, like, what? The worst... What does this actually say? Imaginable? No. They added from horse A. They added T to it, so... It's like the worst... This is like the most... There's 5... Okay, so... This is probably like the worst event in human history. Probably. This is probably something like that. I'm thinking the MA is human. TH is probably THE. WR is probably worst. It might be worst. I don't remember how it's written. The worst. It looks like there's 6 or so. There's 6 lines probably. I don't remember what the name of the event is called. I don't remember what the name of the stupid event is called. I'm thinking this is writing down the name of the event that's like the most horrible, awful event in human history or whatever it's called. The cataclysm. I think that's what the stone's gonna say. I think that's my guess what the stone's gonna say. I think that's what the stone's gonna say. That's my current guess. So there's more writing. Alright. Oh, actually, there's another... Wait, Kate. What if it's the world is... Okay, what if it was the world is... I'm trying to think of what I would do next. The world is... It's like the world is... What ends in NE? What has like an NE in it? Not real, like... Inside doesn't work. Within doesn't work. I'm not sure where to go. It might be the world something. That's a thought. The world is possible as well. For the first 3 words. The NE is a little bit hard. We'll see. More writing. Gone to no understand what writing mean, but maybe. Maybe a message from dead? Maybe everyone leave message for us that say, hey, we alive? A message from everyone who died? There's no one here write it, did they? So someone else must have write, right? Are you saying a dead person hiding in the school wrote that message? In other words, a message from the dead? Wait, a message from the dead? What the actual fuck? Either way, there's nothing more divine than being reunited with a friend. As she spoke, Angie picked the Necronomicon off the floor. Angie, what are you planning to do with it? Use it, obviously. Are you actually planning to perform the ritual? You do know it's a motive, right? Yeah. Perhaps it's a motive that's dangerous to ignore, rather than dangerous to use. For example, maybe the people who died are actually alive. And if we don't perform the ritual, they'll be killed for real this time. It would be a problem if we allowed 4 potential survivors to die. You're so smart for telling us, Gonta. You're a savior for those poor people. Oh. And she approached Gonta with her usual wide smile and... A hug from Angie. Shocking even Gonta. A hug from the living saint. You work so hard, Gonta. You're always trying to keep everyone safe. Even when you go berserk, you're still considering everyone else, aren't you? I know this because Atua is always watching. Always watching Gonta. Isn't it funny that the cult leader is less effective at brainwashing people than the artist? Don't worry. You're not alone, Gonta. Atua is like a gentle grandmother, watching over you and keeping you safe. Grandmas are nice. Huh? Gentle grandmother. I thought you said Atua was a handsome man. And she's Atua changes his appearance depending on who's looking. No. That's not suspiciously convenient at all. Oh yeah, why don't you join our student council, Gonta? Yeah, it'd be really reassuring if you were part of the student council, Gonta. Wait, what? You will use your power for the peace of the academy. Yeah, which everyone needs you, Gonta. You should definitely join. You need Gonta? Gonta joined student council too. Wait, before that, what the fuck is the student council? It's their block, right? Is that why you've been acting weird? Last night, Angie summoned us to discuss how we can eradicate the killing game. Me, Kibo, Tenko, and Tsumugi. We arrived to a conclusion. This is the Ultimate Academy Student Council with Angie Yonaga as our president. Hey, 3 of them are wholehearted believers in her religion and look to her for guidance. The other one simps for her like as hard as humanly possible. I don't know what Tsumugi's doing there. But this is one way. So they're gonna make 2 blocks. Is that what we're doing? This will be the source of our conflict, is forming into teams. So we have Angie on one side. And is Kaito forming the other side? For the people who aren't forming a team? Ultimate Academy Student Council. Also, I swear to God, her ultimate talent isn't art, but it's cult leading, which is kind of funny. What the heck is... It's like her brain, because remember, their ultimate talents didn't get downloaded the first time we did this. Did they accidentally give her the cult leader talent? Did they accidentally give her the cult leader talent, as well as the artist talent or something? Because it seems like everything she's done is super cultish, whereas Kokichi hasn't done jack shit to make people believe in his weird-ass religion. Our platform is the wholesale eradication of the killing game. Well, I didn't vote for you. Our student council promises a killing game-free Ultimate Academy. So, do we think one of those is gonna die? A student council with Angie as the president? She can't administer jack shit. There can be no harmony between us if we keep saying different things. Shut up! What? It's called the student council, but all the decision making is done by Atua, who is a fictional character in your head. But since Angie can speak with Atua, she's the only one worthy of leading the council. That's right. I'm gonna follow Angie too. Thanks everyone, Atua's happy too. I've been totally brainwashed. Why is Kakishi so bad at leading a cult as a cult leader? Angie spread her influence before we even realized it. But it makes sense if you think about it. This place has all the conditions for a cult to form. See? Corey Kiyo's noticed that. Kiyo's noticed that. He's like, is this a fucking cult? This is a fucking cult forming. Are you serious? The fear of a death that cannot be avoided. Cults are born from a desire to escape them. Ah, so she's using the situation to take over the school and make us dependent on Atua. Just thinks it's a rude way to describe it. That's exactly what she's doing. The president wants peace for this school, and we all agree with her noble wisdom. Go on to not let anyone talk bad about student council. You literally fucking joined them, you brainwashed idiot. I'm surprised Tenko decided to join the council then. But what? You and Angie were fighting over Himiko, weren't you? Who cares about that? I finally realized how great Atua is. That's right, that's right. That's what... Now, what we were talking about again? Oh, right, the resurrection ritual. Just leave that to the student council. It's less burdensome if Atua makes the decision. Less burdensome? Certainly. If it's Atua's decision, it's definitely the right one. There's no way Atua could be wrong. Atua's been wrong on multiple occasions in these class trials. Why the ever-loving fuck would you believe that? Atua is always right. Are you guys serious? The resurrection ritual is clearly a trap. The trap of the resurrection ritual may not be... Okay, no one's read the fucking book. The trap of the resurrection ritual may not actually be the ritual itself. It might be the opportunity where you're supposed to fight over who's going to control who's resurrecting it. That might be what he's trying to do. That might be what he's doing. Really fine, as long as everyone puts aside their desire to leave. I doubt they listen to anything we have to say. It's true they're probably not going to listen, but you can at least help too, Kaito. What's wrong with him? He's been quiet this whole time. In the end, we couldn't stop the student council. We left it at that and went our separate ways. So 5 people. So we should now make the assumption that these 5 people know everything about the book. Yep, same change. Yep. All those 5 people know exactly what's in the ritual content. So if the ritual is you can bring someone back by murdering them, but if you can bring someone back by murdering someone else or some shit, we don't fucking know that. That's really stupid. We should have read the book. Because now we got desperate cultists and a literal resurrection ritual promised by like their divine gods, aka a Monokuma. So, or the Monokubs. So that's very risky, as they're all if they're all mindlessly following someone, it seems really bad to not at least read the book. You could be like, yeah, we'll give it to you, but let's at least read the ritual altogether, so we all agree with it, and you guys can do your thing if you want to resurrect someone. I'd at least want to read it, because I want to know if it involves like some crazy weird shit where it's like, okay, well, you know, if you cut off the arms of 3 people and put their hands in a bowl and mix the blood together, we'll bring someone back. Like some crazy shit like that. Because you want to know how crazy they're going to go, right? Like, what is Monokuma demanding in exchange for bringing back someone who died? Like, surely he doesn't just say, oh, just pick someone and write their name on a piece of paper, burn it, and you're done. Like, get real. He might pick something. It might be something simple. Who knows? Transfer students reviving the dead. Atua student councils. It's a lot of heavy conversations for one morning. I shouldn't just sit here and complain, though. There has to be something I can do. I gotta find something. No knocking by Kaito? Interesting. Okay. So, I was expecting to get 2 days. I was expecting to get 2 conversations. Unfortunately, we might only be able to max 1 person, so... Alright. Let's go find where she is. We're gonna go finish off Miyu before we start someone else. Then I have to figure out who I want to pick next. He's here in the dining hall. Okay. So, dining hall for Miyu. We finish off Miyu by getting her bond to 5. She's in the dining hall. We'll run right to the dining hall. Do Miyu's dining hall. I'm curious if the murder's happening tonight or tomorrow night. We usually only get 2-3 days between murders. Resurrecting the dead. Messages from the dead. Everyone's going nuts now. Should I hang out with Miyu? She's like, are you fucking serious? Yeah. Of course, there's no way I'd believe that kind of unscientific bullshit. I mean, test the ritual, see if it works. Or sounds feasible. Despite her tough words, she spent most of the day clinging to me. I somehow ended up growing a little closer to Miyu. Would you like to give Miyu a present? For sure. Do we still have tentacle arms? Yep, tentacle machines. Okay. I want it so bad. We've seen this line before. Still thinking about Miyu's confession, I couldn't come up with a plan. Ishuichi, why the sad, miserable face? I guess I was the only one worried about it. Since you look so bummed out, I got you a present. Is it another invention? What a crazy idea. I almost feel sorry for you. I, Miyu Iruma, will show you just how versatile I really am. So here, take this. A pie? An apple pie, baked from scratch myself. I didn't think she'd bring me a pie. The heck? That's very unusual. Is there something inside it? It looks really professional. She must be a really good cook. Impressed, I inspected the pie, and that's when I found... Miyu, is this a hair? Don't worry, I added some hidden ingredients. Don't worry, I'm gonna worry about hair in my food. Hair is mildly inconvenient. It's not gonna kill you, though. I just want the person I like to eat me. You know what she's asking about. I made more, too. Cookies with my fingernails. Chocolates with my blood. Okay, okay. Well, at the very least, it means her confession was genuine. She's being a little, she's coming on strong. She's staring at me. She wants me to eat it. I'm really honored you made this for me, but I'm concerned about the hygiene. There's no hospitals around here. We have to be careful. That's what we're going with. That's what we're going with. That's what we're going with. You got a lot of balls to lecture me. You know, even a genius like me should be more careful with the stuff I make. That's fair. If anything happened to you, I might go crazy. If that happened, the world would never recover, right? Isn't that right? Yeah, sure. Go with that. Yeah, well, I have to make you something else. What? The time has finally come to use this. What? Miyu ripped out the ray gun from earlier. Wait, what? What? Time to go commando. She took aim and then... a piece of fabric suddenly materialized in my hand. If I remember correctly, I think I know what this is. What do you think of that, Shuichi? Can you feel my residual heat? Yes. Yes, I can. Get it now? You've earned the right to date me. What? I've what? When we get out of here, you're going on a date with me. Got it? It's already decided. It is? Duh, boy. If you go on a date with me, I'll just explode with excitement. You turn me down, the world will never recover. Understand? You're the only guy in the world who's... You're the only guy in the world who's ever made me feel this good. You better take responsibility for what you've done. This is how Miu expresses her feelings. Well, I see. I understand. It's a date, you promised. Better not forget. Yeah. Miu smiled, but I returned it with something more akin to a grimace. At the same time, she's showing me a lot of affection. I'm happy that I was able to make this kind of connection with Miu. I'm a little, very nervous about this, but still. I'm sure it'll be okay. We'll get out of here together. She's gonna be fine, guys. She'll be fine. 5 out of 5. Miu's report card updated based on your experience with her. You've earned a new skill, XXX ray goggles. Spicy. The triple X-ray goggles. The triple X-ray goggles. I spent some time listening to Miu's delusional date ideas. We got Miu's undergarments. Apparently they're black. It's possibly silk. I don't know. Alright. Let's see. There's still time. Okay. Let's see. We're done with Miu. There's still time. We got some choices now. Previously, I would have gone with the maid. There's a problem with that. I'll give you guys a second to think that one through. If we started the game as Shuichi, I would have gone with Kaide. There's another problem with that. Miu's done. Once part of an object becomes visible, the entire object will be shown. Effective during imagination excavation. That is a pretty weak skill. But hey, if it's free, I'm not complaining. Oh, she's O. Interesting. Okay. So, Kaito is an option. Koichi isn't too bad. He dislikes pig feet and likes carbonated drinks. Interesting. I actually like Kakichi. Horikyu is the... And Kibo I don't give a shit about right now. Okay. Himiko, I'll pass on. I'm thinking Maki. I was originally thinking Andy or Anshi or Sumugi. I'm thinking Maki might be fun. Let's go say hi to our killer. Let's go say hi to our wonderful lady who's definitely not a serial killer. She's in the dining hall. And I have no clue what she likes for free time events. That's gonna be a problem. We'll make some educated guesses. How's that sound? An assassin. Not a crazed gun woman. Man. Right, we know where she is. We don't need to look. Okay, I need to go find her. I'm definitely not attempting to look this up on the wiki, so that I can have this ready. Alright, is she in here? Eh, she's in here. Okay. I mean, we have weapons. We can give her weapons. If people see you talking to me, they'll mistake you as a friend of an assassin. Should I hang out with Maki for a while? Oh yeah. Who doesn't want to be a friend with an assassin? They'll kill people for you. Or they'll kill you if you become a target. You know, who knows? You're still fine with that? If you're putting up a front, you'll get hurt later. She's so cute though. I spent some time with Maki. When she had that pouty face in the first trial, I knew I had to spend some free time with her. Maki and I grew a little closer today. Would you like to give Maki a present? Absolutely. What does she like? Apparently 91 and 95. I don't think we even have those. Home planet. A mini planetarium? Really? It can project the cosmos onto your bedroom walls when it's time for bed. Comes with a narration voiced by a popular voice actor. Wait, are there not like a series of obvious weapons for her to use? A perfect laser gun? Does that work? Are there like no lethal weapons here? There actually aren't, now that I look at it. Cufflinks, beret, nail brush. None of these are lethal weapons. Unlike the previous game where we had like the obvious wooden katana for like someone. I guess we're just giving it random shit. Alright. Apparently she likes this. Thanks. I'll cherish this. Why, are you surprised? I got something I like. Of course I'm gonna thank you for it. Maki, you're an assassin, correct? Said that several times, detectives. You really are more skeptical than necessary. Well, that's part of my job. Anyway, I was wondering how you did your work. That's how you're gonna start a conversation? I never heard of assassins working together, but you couldn't be working alone. Wouldn't assassination organizations disband after they became known? That's true. That's true. If you want to know my job, I don't mind talking about it. It won't be a problem. Maki's voice was confident, but she swiftly averted her gaze. Have you heard of the Holy Salvation Society? Is this the group that works for Angie's cult? That's the first I've heard of it. Of course. A normal person would have no affiliation to any cults. A cult? What does that have to do with assassinations, though? You disbanded it? That's the assassination organization I belong to. You belong to a cult? Even though you're a detective, you're pretty slow. It's a new cult. From behind the scenes, it trains assassins. That sounds incredibly made up. It's real. The founder of the boss of the organization is the boss of the organization. All the staff are part of it. The clients ask for consultation and the fee is a donation. That's how it's set up. The other believers don't matter. They're there for the founder. I'm not sure of the details. I can't believe it. A cult like that exists in our country. It's fine. They disguise it so these things aren't revealed to the public. When you hear about a cult, it makes you want to stay away, right? Yeah, it gives off that impression. Being shady like that's just a cover-up for illegal things like assassinations. As a society, the cult is pretty normal. It hasn't caused any trouble either. The boss and the staff actually don't believe in their god. But they haven't been punished for their sins. God really doesn't exist in this world. Her tone was neither demeaning nor cold. She sounded as if she's just accepted that's the way things are. I assume you're a devotee in this cult? Of course not. It may seem that way since I'm affiliated with them, but... Wait, you figured that out without thinking? Are you sure you're a detective? I'm sure, I suppose she could be. She could be. There's several assassins besides me, but no one is devout. Yeah, it's because none of them believe it. They're using it as a front. Did you not get that, Shuichi? We don't really get along with each other anyway, so I wouldn't know. So you don't share that kind of information with each other? They're assassins. How much do they share with each other? Very little. Of course not. When the time comes, assassins will be cut and disposed of. Her tone hadn't changed. She's just accepted it. What did I say to put her into that state of mind? Maki's report card updated based on your experience with her. There we go. Got a friendship gem. Still a bit dazed by Maki's incredible stories, I return to my room. That sounds like a fun story. It's a cult. It's a assassination organization that's fronted by a cult. Nighttime? Oh, Monotaro's out cold from being punched by Monodym as punishment. That's not good. We'll be taking a break from making announcements. While Monodym and I are on break, we'll leave the rest to Daddy. He's not saying much. And that's that. Alright. That announcement didn't mention it, but I suppose it's nighttime. The lights are off now, so I hope it's nighttime. It's a lot darker in here. Time to train, but is Kaito okay? Well, the bell rang 6 times, and now the doorbell won't stop ringing. I suppose he's doing just fine. With the doorbell still ringing, I made my way to the door and opened it to find... Wait, Maki? We just spoke earlier. Is this really what you want to do, Maki? Kaito's resting. He says he's not feeling well and that we should train without him. just the two of us? It's pretty thoughtless of him to bug me to train with you guys and then flake out. He did say he wasn't feeling well. Why are you making excuses for him? No, I guess you're right. Let's get this over with. I didn't come here to make small talk with you. So we're really gonna do this, training. Just the two of us. Kaito isn't sick, he's doing this on purpose. And that's how Maki and I ended up training together. Simple earrings, a nice brooch, and a nice red and black outfit. Very nice. Hey, what is it? Why are you training? I don't think a detective needs to do this. He's gonna be like, Kaito told me I had to. Probably not, but... Overthinking things and worrying about what I need to do. When I'm with Kaito, I feel like all that stuff just fades away. You look up to that idiot. I don't know if I'd call it looking up to him. You know, if she wants to keep her like, so clearly she's fit, but if she's not working out in her room or in the gym, you gotta be pretty fit to do like 100 push-ups without having your knees touch the ground at any point or take any rests. Pretty good. There's advantages to being fit, especially since they're only doing push-ups. Nice and easy. It's just I've never been around someone so relaxed and impulsive. I think that's exactly what I've been missing all this time. I never realized. I never realized until now how gross it is to hear men talk about being manly. That's Kaito for you. Maki sprang up and said, At 100, I'm done. Maki seemed nonchalant as she brushed off her hands. Fast, as usual. I used to be forced to do push-ups until I passed out. 100 is nothing. What? About Kaito, I sort of understand what you mean. Oh, just do push-ups till you pass out. And then do sit-ups until you pass out again? Or crunches? What else are we gonna do? That's just core and that's just core and shoulders. You got a lot more to do. But Kaito, I sort of understand what you mean. I'm a bit jealous of how carefree he is. Or carefree. Words. Even if he is useless. I was taught only to value the essentials. I was forced to abandon anything non-essential so they could mold me as they saw fit. And after everything they did to me, I sometimes wonder what I am anymore. I didn't ask to become this way. It just happened to me. After what I've been through, am I still even human? Even Kibo acts more human than me. But I had no choice but to... Why am I talking to you about this? You can't help me. But I'm kinda the same way. I never once wanted to be a detective. I actually thought it wasn't too great a job. Uncovering people's secrets for money, it's the fucking worst. But now I feel completely different. It's like, if it's going to help my friends, I'll do it. It's helped Kaito and Kaito. It's Kaito and Kaito that have helped me see things that way. I didn't ask to hear your story. Maki's face remained totally unfazed as she turned and walked away. See you tomorrow, Maki. She didn't reply and kept walking. Alright then. I'm still a bit worried about Kaito. He seemed off since this morning. I hope it's nothing serious. He's fine, I'm sure. Welcome back, Maki. You finally came. You know, Maki, it's not okay to walk around at nighttime. Why? I'm not violating any school regulations, am I? Monokuma's regulations don't matter. But Kirimi's crime happened during nighttime, right? If no one was allowed to walk around at nighttime, the case wouldn't have happened. And that's why the student council was trying to limit all nighttime activity. By being active at night, I see. I see. And who says you're the 5 most trustworthy people? Oh! You say you're the most trustworthy. Got it, got it. Limits, so you want to take our freedom away, is that it? You're so odd, Maki. What's more important, freedom or a person's life? We need to remove all worry and doubt so everyone can have a peaceful life here. Because that's what Atua says. That's what Atua says. Atua says. People are afraid of you, Maki, so we'd prefer if you were more careful. It's for the peace of the academy. Alright. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, what's the point of human life? Wow, a Terminator. Oh, wait, is that Terminator? The red eyes should be Terminator, right? They're born as useless babies who can't do anything. 70 years later, they're useless old people who can't do anything. Hairless, toothless, wearing diapers, unable to take care of themselves. In the end, it's also meaningless. So the obvious serial killer kill, the obvious assassin kill is like, is that going to be our red herring? That's not going to, it's going to be our first obvious red herring for this extra hour, right? Good morning. Oh, it's Monokuma. Is he still in shock? He's still in shock. So that's the morning announcement, is it? It's a little creepy. I don't like this at all. I suppose I'll go to the dining hall. Where what? Only those who swear loyalty to the student council. Things are escalating quickly. Will it be only people who are loyal to the student council can eat? For the sake of order? Or is that going to be tomorrow? Good morning, Shuichi. Morning. Are you heading to the dining hall? Same here. I'm too hungry to do anything, but now I'm sad. If Kirimi did, it means we can't eat her delicious meals anymore. I'd give anything to taste Mom's miso soup again. Kirimi's not your mom, though. Oh, you think I don't know? Yes. See you later. At last, breakfast quality going down steeply. Knock knock. Dining hall directly. All right. Dining hall directly. Maki's here. Can't make out who's there. Wizard, maybe? Good morning, Maki. You okay? What do you mean? If you don't know, don't worry about it. Well, if you say it like that, it makes me worried. I got stopped by the student council while I was going back to my room last night. They told me I can't walk around during nighttime anymore. But why? It's not breaking rules, is it? They said it's because Kirimi committed her crime during nighttime. Then Angie gave her usual Atua says speech. Atua. We shouldn't ignore Angie. Losing our freedom may seem fine for now, but soon enough. I'm sure Angie's not interested in anything I have to say. It's true, we should do something. With the student council running things like this, a rift might form in the group. And we'll be in a situation we can't go back from. And resurrecting the dead's gonna be a problem as well. Guess they'll pick the person they think's most likely to support their crew. What do you think, Korikyo? Your opinion might be interesting. Good morning. Yeah. Are you gonna have breakfast as well? Oh, yeah, people eat breakfast. Are you coming? Indeed. I intend to do some research and organize my lab today. If you're able, can I request your assistance? Organizing your lab with all the stuff in the bookcase? Must be hard. Not at all. The bookcase is a mountain of treasures. I found things besides the cage dog village documents that detail other seances. The one I'm most interested in is, of course, still the caged child. The seance again? In any case, I would like to sort my various documents. Will you assist me? If I have time, I guess so. Drop by at your earliest convenience. Okay. Hio's been talking about seances non-stop lately. He's obsessed with it. Alright then. Let's see how this goes. Oof. Dead silence. Dead effing silence. The moment I entered the dining hall, I heard an angry shout fill the room. Oh boy, here we go. Quit messing around. You don't just do whatever you want. Here we go. Oh, but I have Atua's blessing. Yeah, we have Atua's blessing. I'll throw any degenerate who won't shut up about it. I know you claim to be the student council or some judge. This is going too far, yes? As you've said before, this is all to end the killing game and keep the peace. You know, if it wouldn't result in the death of everyone else, I would have said throw the religious nutjobs. Kill the religious nutjobs first, but hey, we can do this arc, it's fine. Well, what's going on? Alright. Let's talk to Kaito. Kaito, what's wrong? What are you fighting about? These guys did something unbelievable. They blocked the manhole that leads to the underground. The manhole? Gonta put heavy rocks on manhole. No one can use it anymore. Ah, so even if you try to escape, you're being prevented by all the student council. Interesting. I could have made it disappear with my magic, but I decided to let Gonta handle it this time. Why would you do that? The mine hell's a reminder of our desire to leave this place. We don't want another tragedy to happen again, like what happened to Kaito. You said it, Angie. We need to forget about that underground tunnel and start fresh. She just does whatever she wants without asking our opinion. It's certainly important to hear everyone's opinion, but if we did, nothing would get done. That's why we decided to obey the student council president. But the point... whatever. I would argue, but I feel like everyone knows how this arc goes anyway. Like, okay, cool. Nobody elected this cult leader. Half the people aren't being represented. We're gonna have a rift in the group. A conflict, a murder. Someone's going to get killed. It's pretty straightforward. Alright, let's keep going. If it's Angie, then she'll make the right decision. She can hear Atua after all. She's a lost cause. Plain Jane's like her are total rubes when it comes to cults. Tsumugi, thank you for your fantastic speech. I was truly moved by it. Thank you for supporting me. Atua smiles on you for your plain and simple service. I've been wondering, does Atua have red eyes and hair as black as night? Yes. Atua has whatever features you desire. He has all the features that will make this the perfect religion. A red-eyed and black-haired god. What a cool god I have watching me. Okay, Tsumugi's a dumbass. When can I meet him? I want to meet him as soon as possible. Atua exists beyond time itself, but I'm certain you'll feel his presence soon. Atua's so cool. Atua's just so cool. Atua's been a man and a woman with 3 colors of hair because Atua can change into anything and represents everything she wants. Good thing half the class is stupid enough to follow this. I'll give Gonta an excuse though. He's kind of a dumbass. He's been proven stupid like on 6 occasions. Thoughts like these can be really annoying if you get on their bad side. But why are you guys so mad over the manhole being covered? Is it because you want to use it to escape? You still haven't given up on leaving here? You haven't given up? You haven't given up? The hell's wrong with you guys? The student council cannot ignore that. It seems we must tighten our control. Tighten? Are you calling me loose? You were in the computer room past nighttime, weren't you, Mia? So what if I was? So was Maki. She didn't go back to her room until way past nighttime. Shuichi, you too, right? Yeah. This isn't good. Your life's in disarray. Your mind and body will be too. Two is right. We must forbid everyone but the student council from walking at nighttime. What I do and where I do, it's none of your fucking business. As long as everyone still wants to leave, it's not acceptable. Why is the student council exempt from your rules? This is blatantly unfair, yes? I'm not worried about the student council. They don't want to leave anymore. That's right. Why would we need to go outside anyway? Here we have food, clothing, shelter, wonderful friends, and best of all, Atua. What else do you need? It's not good to be greedy, you know. Everyone in the student council is so divine. Don't be stupid. Are you telling me to just stay here and do nothing? Like hell I will. I haven't even gone to space yet. Are you all fighting? I don't actually think so. I think maybe they're not actually fighting. And even if they were fighting, it looked like a friendly one. What are you here for? We're busy now. We want you to get even closer with each other. So we brought this. A flashback light? It's part of our use the flashback light to restore a new memory and become better friends by talking about it with each other playing. I've suffered way too many blows to the head to remember that plan name that long. Let me see that. Suddenly, Angie grabbed the flashback light from his hands and... she threw it on the ground and stomped on it relentlessly. The student council decided we will not use flashback lights anymore. Why? Because the flashback lights only restore our memories of the outside world. But we don't need those memories anymore. We realize now we don't belong in the outside world. We belong here at the Ultimate Academy. I'm debating who on her own side has motive to kill her most. That's my current thought. That's my current train of thought in case I'm like, who on her side would kill her first? If you don't use the flashback light or plants a bus. What are we gonna do, Monodum? He ran away. Monodum, wait. So long and farewell. So, bye now. Angie, what are you doing? We could have remembered something about the funeral of the ultimate hunt. There's no need to remember that. We're not returning to the outside world. It's pointless now. You've gone too far. Even if you want to stop the killing game, you're going too far. You should take that up with Atua. I don't think you're sorry at all. Do you have a plan for the you-know-what? Oh, the resurrection ritual? We have a plan for that. What? What are you planning? Unnecessary precaution. The more friends we have, the more fulfilling our lives will be. Unnecessary precaution? What if we get into their time limit motive, like the one Rentaro got killed by? Shouldn't we have a sacrifice prepared just in case? You mean if someone has to die, we volunteer someone we resurrected? You're gonna resurrect someone just to kill them all over again. Hey look, we got a pre-planned murder. You have some cruel plans for someone who wants to stop the killing game. Life cannot always be fun and smiles. Wow, this is going quite fast. We've already got to the point where they're planning murder. It's only been like 2 days. This cult's just going. Like we started with a little bit of power, and they're like, nah, we could just have like this happen over several scenes. They're like, no, we have a time limit, guys. We have like 3 days before we want Monokuma back in power. All right, let's get railroading. Atua must make difficult, even cruel decisions. But we must submit to Atua's will if we're to live a peaceful school life. The most sensible thing would always be the most sensible thing in this case, in the case of a time limit, would always be to kill Angie. Because she's the most divine and closest to God, and thus the one who's completed her journey in life. Hi. Atua's will is absolute. Atua says so. There's nothing we can do about it. It's like Atua says. Are you serious? Did you forget that thing's a motive for the killing game? Kaito, what's going on with you? You're looking worse and worse. The motive is of no concern to us, as long as you cast aside your desire to escape. By the way, who are you going to resurrect? What kind of stupid question is that? After discussing the matter with the two, the transfer student we revive is Rentaro. Yep. Kaido's not coming back. That was obvious. Maid's not. Rentaro's coming back because he's the loopiest. Kaide, let's think about this. They have control of this. Angie's motivated to never leave. Now they're super motivated to not leave, and they're actively stopping people from even considering the potential escape path. So, you would never resurrect Kaide under these situations. Under this situation. And now you have a little bit more pressure, because now they're resurrecting someone at random instead of what? Jubichi's girlfriend? Or the maid who would actually be useful, they're resurrecting someone random. You getting lots of pressure on the people who aren't worshippers, because Rentaro, they're assuming, will just add to their flock and be another mindless zombie, whereas both the other people they could potentially resurrect all want to get out, right? So they don't know enough about Rentaro, so they'd always pick Rentaro. That's a pretty easy deduction, right? Kaide is super driven to escape, driven enough to kill. So is Kirame, so they'd never resurrect them because they would never join their team. Rentaro. Well, we can't resurrect convicted murderers like Kaide and Kirame, nor criminals like Ryoma who violated the rule against sharing one's motive video. Actually, Rentaro is the only one who'd be of use to the student council. True, Rentaro is the only one who knew about the ultimate hunt. They're gonna bring him back. Yep, a question that sounds weird. Does the term ultimate hunt ring a bell? Not possible. It's not gonna happen. He's dead. Kaide killed him. And you think he comes back? It's already so late. I need to get going now. I must pray to and begin preparation for the ritual. So are they gonna contest who they resurrect? Are they gonna contest who they resurrect? Assuming they resurrect someone. I'm not sure. See, the thing is, even from a player's perspective, you think the resurrection might be real, right? Because like they're digital. If they can put the entire world in a digital realm, then why not resurrect someone? Because all they're doing is like restoring his data from the backup that is his brain. You're right. It's time to pray to handsome Atua. Let's go. Sayonara. So is Tenko the next killer? Would that be too obvious? Would it be too obvious to say Tenko kills Angie as the next conflict? With Angie leading the student council strolled out of the room? I don't think she's been pushed far enough, though. She acts like she's carrying out Atua's will, but it's her will, right? Even so, we cannot defy her now. Extreme faith is frightening indeed. And it's all at war against the council. 6 versus 6. We can win this. Gonta literally manhandled every single person in the school by himself. Who the fuck is going to do anything? Unless we pull out, what? The gun and kill him? Actually, you know what? You know what? As terrible an idea as that sounds, that would be really funny if you were like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll get my guns from the assassin room before they steal them because they'll probably have already taken them. We shoot Gonta, and then we all vote. Then we all vote Angie as the killer. Everyone dies except for Maki, and we leave. Fuck that. Like there's our plan. Fuck you. It's 6 on 6. We murder 1 or 2 of them, and it's all good. 2, because Rentaro might be biased and not agree with us, but hey, he might not be willing to die for this. Or there's no rule against killing. Technically, you can kill all the cultists. Technically, but I believe they said they were airsoft guns, so that's what it is. Ooh, that's a good question. If here's the question for Monokuma's challenge. If every single remaining survivor has killed someone before the trial begins, what then? Like, let's get a nice situation where everyone grabs someone. Everyone agrees to grab someone. Everyone kills someone. Who's the blackened? I guess it'd be the person who came up with the plan in theory, but they don't have the rule they don't have the mastermind rule from the first game. So since there's no mastermind rule, you'd be like, well, everyone's blackened. Everyone graduates. Or would you have 6 trials and be like, well, this guy killed this one killed this one. Oh, okay. everyone dies simultaneously. That'd be kind of boring, but it might be Monokuma's taste. We have the assassin on side. Let's have her kill them nice and quick. Yeah, Kokichi, there's a problem with that. We have to resolve this peacefully. That'd be great, but I don't see anyone coming up with a plan to end this peacefully. What about you, Kaito? You've been quiet this whole time. You got some great ideas? You say something? Oh, someone was zoning out. He actually looks like he might be sick. Kaito, something doesn't seem right. Kaito, what's happening? Kaito, what's wrong? Are you feeling okay? It's nothing. Just a chill is all. If I rub some spit on it, it'll feel better. Rub spit on what exactly? Hey, there's no such thing as resurrecting the dead. No way, it's just not possible. Damn it, I can't stop these chills. Huh? Kaito's the guy who's all about his instincts, right? So if he's like sweating buckets, he's like, oh shit, something's gonna happen. Sorry guys, my bad, I'm gonna go back to my room. Kaito left on unsteady feet to go back to his room. What was that about? Is he getting sick? We were talking about that occult stuff. Maybe he's possessed? I'm starting to worry about that guy. He seemed to be enjoying this. I mean, this guy likes drama. I don't even know if Kokichi actually has cult leader, because he hasn't actually done any of his cult leader, ultimate supreme leader shit. The rest of us left the dining hall and went back to our rooms. It's like they misplaced people's ultimate abilities a little bit, where like Angie is supreme cult leader. Kokichi has nothing but snark. Like he hasn't shown his ultimate ability once yet, right? Like he hasn't actually used it for anything. Ultimate entomologist has like multiple traits where he's like superhumanly fit to the point of being like Sakura tier. And because he even beat up our current ultimate martial artist, no problem. So even if she may or may not be real, he's like superhuman tier. I'm not sure what the actual traits of Kokichi are. Like it seems like he doesn't actually have his ultimate talent. It's really weird. Maybe he just is the supreme cult leader but he doesn't want to do it because he doesn't have anything he can get out of it here. Maybe that's why he's not like actually trying to manipulate people to join him super hard. Because he completely failed with Gonta, right? Like Gonta's not even on his side anymore. And all he was able to get was Gonta in the first place. No one else liked him. The rest of us left the dining hall and went back to our rooms. It's kind of weird. It's like, I'm thinking he might not have gotten his ultimate power, because it seems like they fudged someone's memory, they might have fudged someone's ultimate power again. Maybe he has it, and that's why he's not noticing the pull of Atua. Angie told us to give up, but I have no intention of doing so. My goal is the same as Kaito, is to get out of here with everyone. And that means I need to do something. 3 times start. Now. I wonder if the arc will continue any longer. Let's see. We're going to Maki again. Maki's in the basement. Library. Alright. Basement library. Basement library. Alright. Oh, let's see who's the killer. On the other hand, the cult people might kill someone. Maybe. Maybe Rentaro kills someone and we have to double kill him. That might be a twist. We have to double kill Rentaro for killing someone because he's a psychopath. There's options. Options. Lots of options. Okay. Let's see. There's no way they can resurrect the dead. Rentaro definitely died. Kaede and Kirumi died before our very eyes. Should I hang out with Maki? Oh, she's cute. Oh, fine. I don't feel like doing anything in particular. I'll let you decide. Alright, I spent some time with Maki. I don't have anything she likes other than anything. We grew a little closer today, but not somehow. We just straight up did. Apparently we're slightly more compatible. Alright, does she like boba? People like boba, right? Everyone likes boba. Please tell me everyone likes boba. I don't know if I can give her the thingy again. So I'm gonna give her boba and hope it works. Everyone likes boba. You must worry a lot if you're giving presents in a situation like this. Well, it's not like I mind. I'll take it. Maki, I noticed all those weapons in your lab. Do you know how to use them all? Did I upset her again? Sorry, did I ask something wrong? Not really. I think it's strange you keep asking me irrelevant questions. Depending on the situation, my weapons change, but I know how to use them all. Is that right? I imagine stealthy weapons when I think of assassins. I use those too. I mostly have knives, poison, snipers, jujutsu, bombs. Bombs for assassination? Yeah, it's pretty common, actually. A warning kill has to be flashy. I've turned a 5-story building into a 4-story one before. You can control an explosion, destroy one floor? Yeah, how else do you think they destroy buildings safely? How frightening. No wonder she's the ultimate assassin. It's rare to be that flashy, though. Normally disposing one target's enough. What kind of people have you assassinated? What do you mean? Well, I only know about assassinations from movies and stuff, so... This is disappointing, but I don't only kill bad people. I kill anyone on my orders list. It doesn't matter who the person is. I suppose that's just the way it is. Also, I dispose of people I knew well. Like who? Friends from school. Friends? Why would you have to do that? Daughter of a Yakuza leader. She was the child of a mistress with no ties to the gang. Her father loved her very much, which was why she was seen as dangerous. Yakuza elites decided to have her removed in case rival groups used her. Wait, she didn't do anything wrong? I did as ordered. Ooh, how do I even respond to this? I'm thinking number 3. I'm thinking number 3. My other choice is like, why? And I feel like that's like the generic answer. Like, of course she had to. Now, let's go with make sure you don't forget her. Make sure you don't forget her. Why are you looking at me like that? I don't have time to remember every face I killed. I actually do remember her. Is this... No, it's nothing. You may think it's unreasonable to kill someone on the account of other people, but everyone does what they can to live. You, me, and everyone I've murdered. I kill, but I can also be killed. That is all. The cold, indifferent Maki has been overwhelmed by words. I'd never seen that happen before. I couldn't think of anything to say. Maki, 2 out of 5. Maki's report card updated based on your experience with her. Awesome. Staggering from the weight of Maki's story, I returned to my room. Yeah, she's got some heavy stories, doesn't she? There's still time until nighttime. Okay. Got one more person to talk to. Let's go for it again. Let's go for it again. Oh, I should have checked her room. Review the lady of the academy. Where is she? She is in the area. Alright. Here she is. What's up? What's up, Maki? We're just beelining through Maki. Is Kaito alright? He complains about others, and he can't even take care of himself. Irresponsible idiot. Should I hang out with Maki? Hell yeah! I was about to go on a walk. You can tag along if you want. Of course. I spent some time strolling around the courtyard with Maki. I'm surprised we aren't like practicing with guns or some shit. That would be cool. Maki and I grew a little closer today. Maybe we'll do that at number 4. Give her a present? Hell yeah. Okay. I liked her design. I just needed an excuse to like her as a character. That's why I'm going this way. I was like, oh, she's cute, but I don't have an excuse to like her. Oh, assassin. Well, actually is assassin. Now we can get close to her. Alright, didn't I have that... Hold up, what was she liking? There's the planetarium thing, right? What's that thing? This one? For me? Do I look mad? I don't show it, but I'm actually pretty happy. I didn't know assassins were scouted. It's better if you didn't know. There's also no need for you to know. What? Gathering children from orphanages? I couldn't believe it. Do you want me to surprise you even more, then? The orphanage I was raised in was run for that reason. Oh, it's like the Yakuza games, yep. What do you mean? To raise potential candidates as assassins? The cult donates to the orphanage as charity. That's believable, right? The amount of work I put in is the amount of charity given. That's how the exchange goes. I see. How much is Maki carrying on her shoulders? Such small shoulders. You said you were taken in by a man. Did he raise you? Are you asking if he raised me as an assassin? No, that's not what I... You don't need to be so serious. The man scouted me and put me in a training facility. I remember you saying the training was quite harsh. No matter how talented you are, a child is still a child. The basic training forces your body to go beyond its human limitations. They physically beat us to help us withstand torture, taught us how to die when needed. I have to die? The only option left when you fail a mission is to die, right? Dying sooner is the nicer way out. It's better than being tortured. You were trained to withstand torture? Would you like to hear what sort of training we endure? No, I think I'll pass. I can't bear to think of what Maki had to go through. After they tortured us, all I could do after was just stare at the room's ceiling. They tried to break me during training, but I was still there. They tried to drag my dignity and tear it, make me feel empty. But I always found myself, and then they would do it all over again. Wouldn't have been strange if I broke during all the torture. Even so, I tried my best. I wouldn't have accepted the job in the first place if I knew I couldn't do it. Most importantly, if I broke, then that girl would replace me. That girl? Sorry, pretend you didn't hear any of that. What? But it's fine, just pretend. Alright, didn't hear jack shit. We didn't hear jack shit about Maki being driven to surpass some rival woman. Report card updated. Level 3. Reeling from Maki's next incredible story, I returned to my room. Okay. Has the cult gone too far? I think we have another day. If they're going to actually res him, they're going to res him. And then there'll be at least a day before the murder, right? Let's see. Okay, Monokuma is still traumatized by the on the TV. I suppose it's nighttime. Angie established a new curfew. I wonder what will happen to training. I should go see what Kaito has to say about this. I'm worried. I guess we're gonna go see Kaito. I'm gonna go check Kaito's room first. What's Kaito's room? Left? Wonder if Kaito's okay. I hope he's feeling better. Right as I'm about to ring the bell, the door to Kaito's room opened and out came. Is she poisoning Kaito? That seems really lame, but it's possible. If he's still sick, he's probably being poisoned, right? I wonder if you could ask Maki about that. I don't think she's killing him. It would be too obvious though, right? It'd be super obvious if she poisoned him, but someone else going into her room, stealing the poison. She said she's used poison, so maybe one of those bags contains poison. And we're just slowly poisoning him. Or there's cleaning chemicals in the fucking warehouse. That might be why he's dying. Let's see. Ah, Maki. Is she mad? Perfect timing. I gotta apologize to you. He told me he's gonna skip today's training too. So he still doesn't feel well. Again, poisoning Kaito isn't unreasonable. It's pathetic. I haven't been able to eat or sleep much since yesterday. She's an expert in poison. She should know the symptoms of poisoning. She's an assassin. She should know the symptoms of poisoning people with household chemicals. Hopefully she figures this out. Hopefully she figures this out. Hopefully she figures this out. I think it'll get better if I just rest a little longer. You know? So, is Kaito dead? Sure, Kaito, do what you have to do.
Yeah.
But we have to reschedule our training sessions either way. Think of it. The student council said being out after nighttime is prohibited, right? Yeah. Well? What about it? You're feeling sick? That's one thing, but I don't want you to change the training schedule. You don't need to do that. Really, but... I don't want to skip it. It'll just be the two of us training today. Really? You don't want to? Do you want to die? Die? Sorry, it's an old habit. Just pretend you didn't hear that. I didn't know such a habit existed. She was like, oh, do you want to die? Oh, old habit. Yeah, old habit. Anyway, I don't want to give up now. I finally started to think about how I can confront it. So if I have to train alone, so be it. Maybe it's because you're not feeling well, but this really is unlike you, Kaito. I never imagined you'd obey Angie. I thought you did whatever you wanted. Sorry. Can I leave the training to you until I'm feeling better? Of course, Kaito. I nodded firmly, then chased after Maki and headed to the courtyard. I'm surprised. I would be surprised if the student council wasn't waiting for us outside, posting guards. No, nobody here, really. Maki, about Kaito, you shouldn't worry about it. He's feeling a little weak because he's sick. I'm sure he's not. My body stiffened on impulse. Maki's eyes and the entire aura surrounding her had completely changed. Her glare was blazing hot yet icy cold at the same time. Her very essence was that of ice and fire. Maki? Her glare wasn't aimed at me, it was aimed right past me. Such intense hostility. So this is your power. A normal person would have passed out from just that glare. Tenko? You probably want me to leave, right? But I won't run away. I'm not here to fight you, and I don't think you're here to enforce the curfew. What? Sorry, Maki, I'm not here as a student council member. I'm here to ask you a favor, a personal favor. For the oppressive student council, that's going to be a tough one. A tall order. Personal favors when you're making enemies of everyone. Alright, let's hear it. A favor? It's probably going to be something that opposes the council. Let's see. I don't think she's with the student council. She doesn't sound brainwashed. Yeah, I'm not brainwashed at all. What? Obviously, she's like simping super hard for the wizard. That was super obvious. That's why I was wondering if she was killing Angie. You're not brainwashed. Does that mean you willingly joined the council? That sounds worse. What's up, Tenko? Tenko, what are you talking about? I thought you believed in Atua. She doesn't. She's simping for the witch. Could never believe in Angie's god. Huh? I only believe in Aikido. As long as I have that, I can't be swayed by anything. Aikido values mental fortitude, and Aikido moves are a reflection of that fortitude. Thanks to Aikido, my mental fortitude is too mighty to succumb to Angie's brainwashing. So you just pretend to be brainwashed? Why would you do that? Because you're worried about Himiko, aren't you, right? It's so obvious. She does nothing but simp for Himiko. Himiko gets brainwashed, she opposes it, 5 minutes later she's 100% swayed. You pretended to be brainwashed to join the council, right? I think Himiko's gotten so lazy, she's given up on thinking for herself. That's why she's depending on Angie, but I think Angie's dangerous. Student council idolizes Angie so much, they don't see how dangerous she is. It became clear to me after I infiltrated the council. Angie truly believes in Atua. She believes she's under Atua's protection. That's why she does whatever she wants. You think she's Atua's vessel, so she doesn't feel guilty about anything she does. And that's why you want me to kill her? Eh? Asking someone like me for a favor can only mean one thing. No, just break all her limbs. Remember, I don't know why no one's done this yet, but you don't have to kill people. You could just go to Miss Atua and be like, I'm gonna break your legs, Mafia style. In fact, why doesn't Tenko do that? Be like, it's not lethal. Your legs and arms are broken. Your jaw's broken so you can't speak, but you're not dead. You're not dead. There's no hospital, so you're gonna be paralyzed, and you might die in like a couple weeks. But that's way longer than we've lived here. Who cares? Actually, you could probably just break their jaw and... Yeah, there's no nurse this time. I was gonna say, if their jaw was broken and you had the ultimate nurse, you could just be like, jaw broken, ultimate nurse, feed him through a straw, problem solved. Alas, that might be a little bit hard to shut her up. Oh well. I won't deny I wanted her gone before all this happened. I think everyone wanted someone to die at least once in their life. Going through with it's a different thing. It's wrong for a person to commit murder. It doesn't matter what the reason is. You realize who you're talking to. Oh, sorry, that's not what I meant. I just want to stop Angie. The resurrection ritual is too dangerous to try. Ooh, what is the ritual? See, this is why I said we have to read the ritual, right? If we don't know what they're going to try and attempt, or what fucked up shit they're going to try and do to someone, like, we have no clue what the ritual is going to entail. If we go along with Monokuma's motive, it could lead to another killing. But the student council won't defy Angie. I can't stop her on a man. That's why I came to ask you to. You're the only ones who can stop Angie. Only us? Oh, I can't ask Kokichi or Kyo. Kaito's not feeling well, right? You know? I see, you didn't have many options. Well, it's true. Please help me, you have to convince Angie not to perform the ritual. You literally said she believes she's a literal avatar of God, or not an avatar, a speaker for God, and believes she's untouchable. Good luck. That's convincing someone who actually believes their own bullshit's like the hardest thing in existence to do. I'm begging you. Tenko bowed down as deep as she could. Hey, let's go. There's also like an off chance that she's involving us in the ritual, but it's not that important. But we didn't even answer yet. Quit complaining and do a favor, you degenerate. I've been bowing to you. I'd never do that for any male. That's not the best thing to say to someone you need a favor from. You're very sincere. I can tell you're not used to asking others for help. I don't know how we're going to succeed, though. So what we do, Shuichi? It seems like something you'd ignore. This is something I'd ignore? Who do you think I am? No, I'll do it. I'm just thinking, so. I agree with Tenko that it's dangerous to go along with Monokuma's motive. Do something already. I thought men were supposed to be decisive. I'm using men because males is such an awkward dialogue, but I know she's supposed to be... I feel like she's supposed to be cringy. So it's like, I'm saying males most of the time, but I feel like it still feels awkward. I guess I'll forgive you though. Let's go convince Angie together. She should be preparing for the ritual right now in the Ultimate Artist Lab. The room that can be locked? It can be locked from the inside. How are we going to stop them? They lock it from the inside. There's no key. Together? I'm going to. Of course. I wouldn't just ask Shuichi for help. I agreed to help and this is how you treat me? Ah, well, I'll go to Angie's lab. Oh, right. Angie's lab. No murders yet. No murders yet. A little bit surprised. I was expecting a murder at this point. I'm expecting a murder tonight. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, hey, what's up, Kokichi? You want to come with me? Want to come in for some drama? This is an unusual group of people. Tenko's a student council member, so I get why she's here. But Shuichi, Maki, are you guys even allowed to be here? It's already nighttime. I was just keeping watch for anyone out during nighttime hours. I caught these two roaming around. Yeah, I'm doing my job as a student council member. I'm on the student council. Tenko, if you act that enthusiastic, you're super suspicious. Kokichi, go back to your room and sleep. I see, you take your job very seriously. But you shouldn't lie. Lie down on the job, that is. Good night. He knows what's going on. He knows what's going on. Kokichi isn't that stupid. You think he could tell? Who knows? It's hard to tell with him. He's always spouting random nonsense. He can 100% tell. The only thing his trait gave him is the ability to see through people's bullshit, which he's had a bullshit detector that's 100% right every time. Anyway, let's hurry. Angie's in her lab, right? The only thing his abilities have given him is a perfectly accurate bullshit detector, which, to be honest, a good bullshit detector is a pretty handy tool to have. I'm not gonna deny that. Alright. This way, yep. Shift to sprint. All the way upstairs. I think this might be our last scene. We'll see. Elevate, elevate, elevate. Okay. You know, it would have been nice if we took a weapon, but I guess that wouldn't be good for convincing and more for threatening. Alright, so are we the sacrifices for the ritual? Let's find out. Alright. Let's interrupt a cult meeting. What up, bitches? Alright, it's right here. And are we gonna show up in the middle of the ritual? Just when I reach my hand toward the door? I'm pretty sure that door's locked. Locked? Right, Angie said she locks the room when she's working. I grabbed the doorknob anyway just to test it. Locked. Oh, it is locked. Move. Maki obviously knows how to pick. She pushed me aside and began pounding on the door. Really? I was gonna say she's probably just gonna pick the lock and let you in anyway. Angie, open this door now. Fuck, you can't do it like that. Stop being little Miss Old Patient. Miss Impatient. How should I do it? Angie will only open the door when the student council member calls for her. I mean, they did give her a fortress to her own, right? The lockable door. And deadbolts can't be picked. So the top door is safe. Oh, you can't pick the fucking switch because you're. Well, you could, but if you're really hard, you need like steel cable to get around it. It's a physical lock. Not meant to be open from one side. It'd be really hard to actually get something through that door, depending on what kind of door it is. You have to get something through it and physically turn it, whereas like a pickable lock, like this one with the key on the front, you can just click, click, get through it if you have a nice pair of keys. Everyone's seen Lock Picking Lawyer, I'm sure. Alright, she turned back to the door and gave it a few nervous knocks. Knock, knock, knock. Angie, it's Tenko. I want to talk to you about something. Can you open the door? Oh, Tenko. Hi. It's me. After Tenko entered, the door flew open. Hey, can I help you? I like how Maki is shaded here. She blends in with the environment. Oh, why are Shuichi and Maki here? I get it. You both want to join the student council, huh? You need to get acquainted with the two. I'll introduce you to him. Please come in. It's not that. Let's go in for now. We can talk inside. We should get a look, see what's inside at least. I suppose. Invited by Angie, we stepped into her lab, but who else is there? We weren't prepared for what we were about to see. Yep. I was like, we're in the middle of some... wax sculptures of all 4 dead people. Yep, okay. It's the wax, by the way. The wax pile's missing. Kaito and Rentaru? Kirimi? Ryoma? I'm quite impressed at her wax impressions, actually. Those are good enough you'd be impressed, right? Although she might have... I wonder if she stole the clothing. If she stole the clothing and put it on the mannequins, I'm less impressed. The 4 of you? Kaito, Rentaru, Kirimi, Ryoma? I made them. Don't they look lifelike? Aren't they just divine? You made them? They're my own handcrafted wax effigies. Wait, wax effigies? Why? For the resurrection ritual, of course. According to the Necronomicon, we need an effigy of the deceased to perform the ritual. So I went ahead and made these. Simple dolls probably would have worked better, but once I got to work, Atua took possession of them. And before I knew it, I had made these. What do you think? Aren't they amazing? You do such cruel things so innocently. What? It's incredible. For a second I thought they were real. Just like the real thing, but... It looks exactly like Kirimi, but actually... Oh, okay. I guess we talked to her about those. I guess we talked to her. I was thinking I'd trigger these. What does Maki think? Try persuading her first. Detectives are good at talking, right? I feel like she has some misconceptions about detectives. We find things out, but I know Maki isn't good at persuasions. Yeah, you picked like... Well, I guess I've convinced people to kill 2 people, so I think I'm doing an alright job, right? I've convinced 2 people to kill someone. I think I'm doing an alright job. Angie, could you please reconsider? I see. Reconsider what exactly? The ritual you're trying to do. I don't think you understand how bad that might be. Wait, why are we saying this? We haven't been told what's in the ritual. We've just been told that it's bad by Tenko. What? She should at least tell us what the bad things are. Like, what are you doing? Like, what's so bad about the ritual? I don't understand why we're running there. Like, she should have at least told us. Okay, the ritual involves this, this, and this is why it's messed up. From my perspective right here, being told by someone that the ritual is dangerous doesn't tell me anything, because I honestly don't care if this person dies. Like, if you want to kill yourself doing some crazy resurrection ritual, I'm fine with that. If you're going to kill someone else or something, like, maybe I have a problem. But all you student council loopy student council people whose names aren't Himiko, probably no one should care about. Like, okay, you want to kill yourself to resurrect someone? Go for it. You want to, like, maim it? Like, I don't care. As long as you're not messing with other people, but we'll see. How bad is it? Remember, this was Monokuma's motive. He wants us to do it. It can't be good. But the dead can't actually come back to life, so the people who died must still be alive. Angie, that's not possible. The bodies weren't fakes. I'm positive, especially after seeing the wax effigies. The effigies were nearly perfect, but the real bodies still had traces of a soul. A soul desperate to live, struggling, fighting for life. That's something that can never be replicated. No matter what technology you have, you can't fake a soul. You can if they never actually died because they're in a digital world, but moving on. Ryoma, Kirumi, Rentaru, and Kaide are all dead. I agree, I have no doubt their deaths were real. Trust me, I've seen my fair share of bodies. I see. Well, if that's what Maki says, then they really are dead. If we do the ritual, we actually resurrect the dead? I don't know. I don't even know how dangerous this ritual is. Do I care? What a miraculous mystery. Like, what's wrong with actually trying it and seeing what happens? What could possibly go wrong? If it's something that's safe or tame, like, what could possibly go wrong? Now, Tenko said it was dangerous, but she didn't say what it was, so for all I know, it could be safe. What are you saying? Someone who's died can't be resurrected. But that's not what Atua said. He says if we do the ritual, everyone who died until now will come back. Wait, even Monokuma didn't say that. Monokuma said 1 person will come back, not 4 people. Monokuma said 1 person. Now you're putting words into his mouth. So if those 4 really are dead, the resurrection ritual will surely work. You must be right. Atua's never wrong. You're not gonna stop this? But what's the ritual? Of course not. This is Atua's will. It's your will, not Atua's. No, it's Atua's. Atua told me that if our friends come back to life, we'll do this if we do this ritual. Okay, so we have to do it. We can't defy a direct connection with Atua, or else we'll get punished, you know? You're probably still worried about the motive, Shuichi, but it's okay. Atua has spoken. Nothing bad will happen as long as you put aside all thoughts of escape. Is that so? Then there's no point talking anymore. Are we done talking? Because I'm busy preparing for the ritual. If you're gonna slow me down, I'll turn you into a wax effigy. Tenko, let's go back for now. We may need another plan. Okay. After failing to persuade Angie, we reluctantly left the lab. Atua's actually a god in Polynesia, isn't it? Atua's actually a god in Polynesia, right? Yeah, Atua's actually a god in Polynesia. It's kind of funny. That's kind of amusing. That's kind of amusing. So this is like the equivalent if this was being watched by someone from Polynesia, this would be like the equivalent of actually having like this would be like actually having a Christian religious leader do this, which is quite entertaining. They picked an obscure religion, but you could have picked any religion. I guess they picked something nearby. It's close to It's closer to Japan than I am, that's for sure. Alright. We failed to persuade her of anything. Thankfully, I don't know anything about the Polynesian religion, so I don't know if using the Lord's name in vain is actually against that religious principle. Maybe it's just do whatever the fuck you want, because so far Angie's just used Atua as the will for whatever she's wanted, even before she started her actual fucking cult shit. I'm insufficiently educated on this person's religious background to know if this is or isn't what they actually do. I'm only educated in Christian, and I guess by extension some amount of Islamic or Jewish theology. It's already nighttime. Please be careful as you head back to your rooms. Oh, and it's safe to say that Tenko's betrayed the student council, right? Okay, I forgive you. Atua forgives you. He's such a softie, you know. I hope you'll recommit yourself to the student council and help us make this place our paradise. Yeah. Eh? What's going on? Why are Shuichi and Maki here? They're not on the student council, and it's nighttime. Here you go. Oh, it's nothing. Tenko simply betrayed the student council and brought these two to change my mind. She betrayed us! That sounds like a big problem, but if you're saying it's nothing, then... Angie, you really are loved by Atua. And you're loved by Atua in return, Himiko. Oh, but you're making me blush. Enough already! Tenko walked with Himiko and gripped her firmly by the shoulders. Nah? Please step out of it. Aren't you a mage? That hurts. Let me go. Himiko, why can't you see you've been brainwashed? You can't even see that. You're not a real mage at all. Mages have true access to true sight. You're a terrible mage. And mages are supposed to have the highest will save of every class in a D&D party, too. They get maximum scaling on will saves, right? In theory, they should be the person with the highest mental resistance next to the monk. Because monks use wisdom, right? Monks use wisdom, right? I thought wisdom contributed to will saves. I don't remember. It would make sense if it did, right? Yeah, it would make sense. You're not a real mage at all? What? What? Feeling angry? If you are, then show it. Come on, yell at me. Fight back already. Do something. Tenko, let's just leave it be for now. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I just yelled at you. You must be tired, Tenko. I think it would be best if you got some rest. Sound good? Until then, I'll continue my preparations to welcome back our friend. Himiko didn't look Tenko in the eyes. After leaving Angie's lab, the three of us returned to the dorms. And I feel like none of us had good arguments for why she shouldn't proceed with the ritual. Tenko said it was dangerous, but seems to mostly just want Himiko to snap out of it, which is a bad argument for someone to stop the ritual. Maki is just like, are you sure you want to do this? And she's like, oh, okay. And we're like, it might be dangerous, but we don't even know. Like, someone please just say what the actual ritual is, if it's dangerous or not. Just ask to read the book and be like, yeah, okay, you want to do this? Sure, fine. Be my guest. Here we go. After leaving Angie's lab, the three of us returned to the dorms. I don't know what Tenko was expecting. She gave us literally no information and asked us to talk someone out of like their own self-belief. Their own religious beliefs. Like, you think you can convince someone to abandon what they claim is a religious belief on the spot? That's nigh impossible. And if they're doing it because they want to do it, they'll literally never do it because you have to convince them it's not in their best interests. Neither of which we had evidence to do. That and their self-denial would probably shield them in the first place, even if we had a good argument. It'd have to actually be an emergency or some real reason. Tenko, are you okay? Ah! I said all those horrible things to Himiko, I don't know what to do! I I know she'd never hate me, but she'll demote me from best friend to just a friend. I'm not even sure Himiko sees you as a friend because you don't really hang out much. She hangs out with Angie anyway. You guys are best friends? Well, if you round up to the nearest whole number, we're basically best friends. I mean, I feel like it was a very one-sided relationship where Tenko really, really, really liked Himiko, and Himiko didn't give a shit about Tenko, so it kind of sucks. I feel like you're rounding up a little too much here. If you apologize, I'm sure she'll understand. That's right, we'll be like an old married couple once we overcome this rough patch. She's really tried to force this, but she's never been... Remember, the entire second chapter was Himiko and Angie. Himiko and Angie were together as a couple, as like besties the whole time. So the first chapter was Tenko kind of coming on to Himiko and Himiko rejecting that. So I feel like Tenko's like a little bit deluded about how much of a friend she is, but that's what it is. That was a quick turnaround. You should let Shuichi teach you how to apologize. He's really good at it. Really? That's the first time I've heard that. Don't worry, I'll use my own words to apologize to Himiko. Well then, see you tomorrow. Good night. Does Tenko die? Waving happily, Tenko returned to her room. I want to know who's dying. She bounced back rather fast. I guess I didn't need to worry. You were worried? Huh? Is it weird for me to worry? Do you want to die? This is where you laugh. Oh, come on. After the first time, you gotta laugh, right? She's already told you it's a joke. There's that habit again. I suppose on the positive side, she's able to act more like herself around me. What about the ritual? Have you given up on persuading Angie? I don't know what the ritual is or if it's dangerous. Why would I convince her to stop? Your people are allowed to do their own weird religious shit as long as it doesn't cause anyone else harm. I don't want to give up, but changing her mind might require less orthodox methods. That's true. That's true. Regularly convincing someone's going to be very difficult, especially when you have no evidence. I need to think of another way. Less orthodox. I'll think about it. Maki thinking, can I give her some shrooms and just see what happens? Would that work? What drugs cause hallucinations? Maki hurried back to her room. Alright, so Maki's gonna think about it. I didn't expect that. But I'm glad. We have the foundations of a block. Of opposing block. We have like 4 people that are actually on one side. It's 4 on 5. Especially now that I'm able to talk about things more with Maki. I don't know a lot about this place, but I don't know a lot about anyone either. This could be a good thing or a bad thing. Right? Nighttime. E.T. this time. In a past life, I was a fish. I grew up in a pond in a rural town, but I always dreamed of the city. One day, while my parents were feeding, I ran off to the city. Luckily, I was caught by a rich person who let me attend human school. What? The other kids bullied me. They bullied me for silly reasons. Because of my odor, and because of how I would flop around on my desk. I'm just imagining a fish flopping on the desk, and it's like, yes, Mr. Trout. Trout, did you have a... Are you trying to raise your hand? Do you have the answer? No? He's suffocating? Someone dip him in water. Alright. Because of the way my mouth opened and closed as if I was dying. The trauma of my past life haunts me to this day. Are you sure this wasn't a dream? That's why I can never forgive bullying. I swear on my past life I will get along with everyone. It's really not working, especially your motive. Ding dong, bing bong. Ding dong, bing bong. Is it Monokuma again? Traumatized Monokuma. I assume he'll be back for the next chapter? Still, it is kind of funny to see him just sitting there being like, oh my god. What's happening? The intercom this early? Who could it be? Okay, who's the intercom? Maki, right? Yeah, Maki. Okay. What's with that face? You look like you just woke up. I did. The announcement was just a minute ago. You wake up to that? If you rely on that announcement as your alarm clock, you'll start getting used to this place. You know, that's actually very smart of Maki. Especially because they might not use it every day, or they might change the time. There might be time related. There's no clocks here. So there's no time related shenanigans, and I assume Monokuma will do it right, but you never know. Well, I suppose that's true. It's fine, let's just go stop the ritual. Why do we want to stop the ritual? I don't see a reason to stop. It's dangerous is not an excuse. That's like, it's like, it's dangerous could mean it's actually dangerous, or it could mean I don't think there's an acceptable level of risk here for my personal risk tolerance. Like, I could say that about anything. Come on. Don't just go stop it. Kaito? I heard from Maki. Maki roll? Wait, he's calling her Maki roll now? It seems Angie's gonna do the ritual. Huh? Maki roll? Don't give me such a weird nickname. You brought Kaito here, Maki? Is that weird? We need a backup plan in case the straightforward approach fails. What are we doing? What is Kaito going to bring to the table? He can't fight in this condition. You're better than Kaito for a less than straightforward approach. Kaito, are you feeling okay? We don't have time to be worrying about me. We gotta put a stop to this ridiculous resurrecting the dead crap. And then we can finally drop that topic, or else I'm not gonna last. Not gonna last. Kaito, are you... He's not. Are you scared?
Yeah.
It's just, I remember you don't like talking about ghosts and stuff. Now that I think about it, you've been acting strange ever since we talked about resurrecting the dead. Don't be stupid, there's no way! I was right. Wait, you mean the reason you didn't come to training is because you're scared? I'm not scared. I'm scared. It's just how my body is. I'm fine when it comes to cramped areas, space, and zero-G, but ghost stories? Ever since I was a kid, whenever I hear them, I get sick. Oh my god, he actually just gets sick from hearing ghost stories? I thought he was actually sick for a minute. Are you kidding me? Kaito was looking more and more pale as he spoke. Because of that, I haven't been able to eat or sleep since all this crap started. So that's what happened. Let's hurry up and stop Angie so we can put an end to all this spooky shit. If things get any scarier, I'll seriously die from a heart attack. Why are you looking at me like that? Unbelievable. You always act like you're not afraid of anything. Shut up, let's go stop Angie already. Come on, bro. Come on, Maki. Let's hurry up. Seriously, don't call me Maki. But it's a night. You're called Maki. What do you expect? Anyway, let's go to Angie. Maybe if we roll her up in our bed sheets, we'll call her a Maki roll and she can't complain. If we rolled her up. See if this will be the... Let's just go. Can't believe someone your age would hide in bed because they're afraid of ghosts. It's you know, just how my body is. You can stand to be around assassins, but ghosts are where you draw the line. I've been told I'm scarier than any ghost. I'm not scared of you at all. Didn't I tell you? You're just a weak coward. You started your training. You just started your training. You of all people, don't get to call me weak. Shut up, let's go stop Angie. Wait, that was actually some good dialogue. Alright, we're off to stop Angie. How will this second disastrous confrontation go? Will they have already summoned her? Will they have already attempted the ritual? I'm kind of curious how this is going to go. Like, they could have already attempted the ritual. She's preparing in the... Has this advanced at all? No, I don't think it'll advance to the next chapter. Wait, Kyo. Who's down here? Tenko? I wonder what he thinks. Good morning, Kyo. Good morning. If it isn't Kaito, feeling better already? Somehow. Sorry though, we don't have much time to talk. Don't push yourself. Things feel amiss without your boisterous voice. My bad for making you worried. Oh, because you were scared. Did you say something? It's nothing. Right, Makiro? Quit calling me Makiro. We need a professional Ghostbuster. That's what we need. I should check that they're actually in the 4th floor. Let's check. Are they actually on the 4th floor? 2nd. 3rd. Yep. 4th floor it is. Gotta farm that XP. Farm that XP, baby. Alright. How will this fail? Will it be done? I don't know. It feels like it's a trope to be too late, or at least show up at the last minute, right? So, I was curious if the first time we'd be too late, but it wasn't super dramatic, so let's see if the second time's the charm. Level 47. Can we be late to a ritual? We gotta hit all the tropes of evil cults. All the tropes. Being late or just barely on time for the ritual is one of the tropes. We gotta do it. Is this game gonna hit every single one of them? Farming that XP, look at that. 10% of the way there already. We could just run in circles, but spreading it out feels a lot better. Don't have to sit there and run mindlessly for ages. Let me guess, you're not allowed to step in while a ritual's in progress? Himiko's guarding the door. Let's see. What up, Himiko? You guys again? Himiko, why are you here? Were you keeping watch this whole time? I wouldn't do something like that. It sounds like a pain. I just came to check on Angie. What do you want? Don't tell me you came to stop her again. Yeah. What do we have for evidence, though? The ritual's in Monokuma's motive. We can't let it happen. It's right. It's not because I'm scared or anything, okay? Good that you're here. She won't open this door for anyone but members of the student council, right? So tell her to open it for us. Not possible. Not possible? I wanted to ask her how the ritual went, so I've been calling to her. But she must be really into her work. She won't come out. Won't come out? Are you sure she's in there? She should be inside. Both this door and the back one are locked. Both doors are locked? I grabbed the knob and tried to turn it. So is Angie dead? Click, click. It really is locked, but the door is only locked from the inside, which means there's definitely someone in there. Any response? No, maybe she's sleeping. No answer. Himiko, we need to get inside there right now. She might be dead. Why? You know, even if we want to check, it's locked, so we can't do... I heard everything. I'm just as shocked as you are, but what the tabloids are reporting. Oh, it's Kokichi. Here we go. Murder? Murder? You obviously didn't hear anything at all. Where did you come from? A little birdie told me now would be a good time to bust out my trick. Kokichi's trick? The lockpicking? Ah, the lockpicking. Lockpicking? Yeah, how else did he get into everyone's room? During the insect meet and greet, Kokichi was able to get into our rooms by lockpicking. Can you use your lockpicking to get the slab door open? You want me to pick open this door, huh? Let me see. Kokichi bent over and peered into the keyhole. Ooh, a cylinder lock. This type of lock is perfect for lockpicking. Please, Kokichi, open the lock. It's rude to pick a lock without permission. Now's not the time for that. Something might have happened to Angie. Don't worry about it. Kokichi, hurry up and open the door. Sorry, Himiko. I'm only doing this because these three are threatening me. Oh no. Kokichi pulled out some thin needles and stuck them into the keyhole. Click, click, click. Black. There. Open, Sesame. That's simple. Yeah. Not to brag, I am the ultimate supreme leader, you know. Lockpicking seems more suited to petty thieves. And assassins? Oh, that cuts real deep, Maki. Let's get inside. I'm worried about Angie. You're right. Alright. Last minute or too late? Time to find out. When I touched the doorknob, I realized my palms were sweating from fear. Why am I nervous? I turned open the doorknob, pushed open the door, and saw... Dead No. Okay. Okay. Nope. There's blood here. I see there's black paint. And Angie's dead. Hey! Who called dead Angie? Who called dead Angie? Raise your hand. Oh, me. What do you know? My first call was dead Angie. It's always the cult leader. It was so obvious. I'm like, she's dying unless she orders someone to kill someone, but that would be so bad. That said, if she orders someone to kill someone, it could theoretically be an interesting trial, but the investigation would suck. The investigation would be, oh, she's the killer. Okay. The trial. Alright, and then we argue and try to unbrainwash people mid-trial. That would be kind of interesting for a trial. Well, we found a body. A body has been discovered. Everyone please assemble at the Ultimate Art Lab. Green, is that a rare color? She puked again. It's green this time. Monofi's green puke is said to be an omen of bad luck and disaster. What on earth is about to happen? Well? Transfer student from beyond the grave. Deadly life. So she tries to kill her. Is the ritual a suicide ritual? Let us pray for Angie. So Atua may guide her soul to the gates of heaven. Atua, take care of Angie. How did it end up like this? Didn't Angie have Atua with her? Clearly she didn't. It's not true. Angie say Atua always by her side. You don't have time to be talking about this. Instead of talking about Atua. Yeah, we gotta talk about which of us is the culprit and win this killing game. Wait, this is part of the killing game? What else could it be? The fact that Angie's dead can only mean one thing. One of us killed her. She could have killed herself. Why would someone do such awful thing? Is it really what happened? It's possible the culprit who killed Angie wasn't one of us, but... The bears probably didn't. A vomit-soaked entrance. How novel. And the puke is green again. That's ominous. Usually it's white, right? Why did another murder happen? What's the deal, Monroe? I thought you were going to make everyone get along. Do not worry. Overcoming this will bring everyone closer together. That has been the case so far, yes. Their bond gets stronger with each class trial, does it not? Murders are necessary to bring others closer together. Let us begin. Conduct a friendly investigation. We will have a friendly class trial. We must distribute these first. Oh look, the Monokuma file. I wanted to be the one who passed it out. Didn't you want to do it too, Monokuma? By the way, I've been thinking. You guys should knock off all this killing and dying. Dying's like so lame. Living is all the rage these days. He's vomiting in. More green! This is really unlucky. An omen. As there's no use complaining, we are better off beginning our investigation. So everyone, we know what we need to do, yes? Yep, and I mean, by the third murder, we should be pretty used to the dead bodies. Oh god, no god. No way God to get used to this. Trust me, you don't want to get used to this. No one should get used to this. Seems nice and all, but it seems pretty insincere coming from an assassin. Let's start investigating. It's not like we have any other choice. It's true. Still, it's strange. It's a bizarre setup. Both the doors are locked. She's clearly died from an injury. The door is only locked from inside. How could this possibly be anything other than a suicide? 4 wax figures, 4 effigies of the dead hung upside down in a room. In the middle, Angie's body in a pool of blood. It certainly appears to be a ritual. Alright, bro. I'm counting on you as my sidekick. Let's end this nightmare together. Are you feeling okay, Kaito? We don't have time to be talking about this. No way we're gonna die here. I'm gonna find the culprit. Culprit's really someone among us that killed Angie? Can how you feel, Tsumugi? Tsumugi, but do you really have to repeat this tired old line every time? It's not, I mean, could this have been the work of the transfer student? Angie prepared the ritual in this room to resurrect the dead, right? To read up those wax dolls hanging upside down as part of the ritual? Maybe the ritual succeeded and the resurrected person killed him. But shut up already. It's her fault telling scary stories out of nowhere like that. Saying messed up stuff like that. Kaito, are you alright? Sorry, Suichi. I need to get some fresh air. I'll leave this to you and Maki. Do a good job, guys. Okay, so... Kaito left a little wobbly. Do a good job. That coward has a lot of bossing us around. Maybe it wasn't the best way to phrase it, but he just wants to encourage... You've clearly settled into your sidekick role. I don't need him to give me orders. So few people left, I can't afford to sit out anymore. Where should we start? The Monokuma file first, right? Let's take a look. The victim is Angie, the ultimate artist. Do we have a time of death? The body is found in the ultimate artist lab. Time of death, approximately 2 a.m. Cause of death, stab wound to the back of the neck. Forehead also has a lot. Wait, back of the neck? That one's actually hard to do. That's actually hard to do. I was gonna say, that might actually be a murder. Stab to the back of the neck, if we don't have any evidence, could be a kill. Could have killed herself. It'd be hard to kill yourself. You could fall in the blade, I guess. Monokuma file included the time of death this time. 2 a.m. Everyone must have been asleep. We can't rely on witness testimonies. The murder happened at nighttime after all? If everyone followed the student council's rules like Angie and Atua said. What good was saying that to you? The culprit might be the student council. A member of the council? We should figure that out. Let's start the mystery. Start investigating and solve this together. I can't. Yumiko? I can't do it. I can't investigate Angie's body. But if we don't make it through the class trial, everyone dies. I don't care anymore. Surviving and everything else, it's too much of a pain. Why don't we use your magic to revive Angie? No time for mean-spirited insults. Reviving her is clearly impossible. We can't say that with certainty, no? Excuse me? Of course, resurrecting her is impossible, but I know a way we can speak with Angie. We can summon her spirit with a seance called the Caged Child. Oh my goodness, are we actually gonna get the seance? Seance? What are you talking about? Cut it out already. This is no time for jokes. I'm serious. This is for our investigation. For our investigation, we're gonna do a seance. If we speak with Angie, we can ask her who the culprit is and bring the case to a swift close. First a resurrection ritual and now a seance? Are you messing with us? I'd appreciate if you didn't compare it to Monokuma's foolishness. Seances are genuine occurrences. They are written of in literature the world over. In fact, I've participated in seances a great many times myself. Many times. On top of that, we have a rare chance to perform the legendary seance, Caged Child. It would be foolish not to take advantage of this, yes? No matter how you put it, now's not the time for something. Oh, I suspect the only way to confirm your theory is by performing the seance. Yes? My earlier theory? The possibility of the culprit being the resurrected transfer student. It's not wise to go into the class trial with such outlandish theories in one's head. So to prove it impossible, we consult Angie herself. That logic's peculiar to say the least. You don't believe in resurrection, so you're like, why not seances? Holding a seance to find out about the ritual. So we're gonna fight a cult with a cult. I like it. Well, we can't worry about this forever, so we might as well go with the easiest solution. Oh, man, I was getting bored of investigating anyway. We haven't even started. Sam. You too, Himiko? If I can talk to Angie one more time, I'll do anything. A seance or whatever it takes, I'll do it. I'll help out as well. I can't leave Himiko alone. Do whatever you want. Okay, I will. Now we have 4 participants. Don't we need 6? However, the cage shot requires 5 people. We're 1 short. Fine then. Keyboy can come too. I guess we can't be picky. Why am I being forced to participate and treated like a burden? Then we need a place to perform the seance. Where should we do it? Your lab? No. In order for it to proceed, the room must be as dark as possible. My lab has windows, so turning the lights off won't make it dark enough. What about the empty rooms? Ah, the ones on the 4th floor. There aren't any windows in there. If we blow out the candle, it should be pitch black. I'm fine with that. I agree with Himiko. There are 3 empty rooms. Which shall we use? Middle room. The middle stuff's always the best for this. Very well. I shall begin the preparations at once. I'll have you 4 help as well. Let's carry the necessary equipment from my lab. Are you really doing this? It's for our investigation. I said so as much. I feel like he's doing this because he wants to do it more than he actually believes in it, but he does. He has ranted about believing this stuff, so maybe he does believe it. I feel like if nothing else, he gets them out of her hair. We need to use all our effort to discover the culprit, lest our lives be lost. A good excuse. A good excuse, but also a reason he might be suspicious because he really wants to do that seance. He really wants that seance. Kyo, Kokichi, Kibo, Tenko, and Himiko left the scene. Are they serious about that stupid seance? Perhaps that's part of the investigation in their eyes. We should go with it. In any case, I'll focus on what I need to do. What the ultimate detective can do. Alright. Who killed Angie? I'm predicting she killed herself, but that stab wound to the back of the neck killing her might bring it on to someone else. That's interesting. What a twist. I think we'll have to find it. I'd love to find it, but I think we're going to have to find out next time.